Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how I teach my toddler at home. I have a 2-year-old and we use a hands-on approach to teach basic concepts that will get her ready for preschool and kindergarten. So today I'll show you a typical day, what it looks like, what we do, and some of the resources. So the first thing that we do is we do a flashcard session for about 5 minutes in the morning. And I keep my flashcards here. These are the ones I'll use today, for example. These got switched out. And so we have letters, colors. We have some fruit flashcards that I've made. And I make flashcards very easily. Just find pictures online and print them out and laminate them. I also have some flashcards that I use. I have numbers. I have nouns around the home. These are Lauri language cards that I bought, and also other language cards there in the back. So this takes about 5 minutes to go over the flashcards that I use for the day. Then we do 5 minutes of the Toddler Learning folder. And the Toddler Learning folder is a folder that has puzzles and matching activities inside that help teach basic concepts as well. On the side, you're going to see that I have little tabs. So whatever I have on my lesson plan for the day is what I will be opening up to. So let me show you guys. For example, we're doing colors today. So I'll have her do her little matching activity in which I take these off and have her match. Black, orange, gray. And I try to have her say the name of the colors as well. Try to develop and stimulate speech as well. Here we have another one that we're doing today, which is color shape sorting. And so then she will be sorting these little shapes by shape and by color. So there's 2 attributes here. It's a little harder. And lastly, we will be doing matching garments here. So this is good visual discrimination practice and also good vocabulary development as they learn the names. Coat, sweater. And again, I try to have her repeat after me or also tell me the name of the items here to develop speech. And I'll put a link in the description box where you guys can get the Toddler Learning folder. Then after that, we move on to the alphabet chart. So we go over the alphabet and over the letter sounds. A, B, K, D, so on. And then before we start doing our hands-on activities on the shelf, we usually have some type of puzzle that she starts off with here on the table, just to get her little brain working. Today we have Melissa and Doug shapes puzzle here, and so we'll go over the names of these shapes and also the colors. Over here you're going to see a little sticker chart. I reward her when I see that she has put effort towards something, when I see that she has done something outstanding. Once she has filled up that chart, she can go into our prize bin. And now I'll post a link in the description box where you can see our reward system and how we reward the children. Down here we have a little free play bin, and in there she gets to pick out the toys that she wants for the week. So every couple of days we do rotate these out and she can pick anything that she's interested in. Then over here we have our hands-on activities. And this is a system that I developed called Shelfwork, and it's a hands-on way of teaching basic concepts. I started off using this with my oldest, who is now 4, and I saw remarkable results with her. And I saw how much love she developed for learning and how quickly she learned. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I set up this system. Is set up into categories. So every bin has a different purpose. The first bin here is numbers. So right now we're focusing on numbers 1 through 20, and we're focusing on number quantity 1 through 5. So I have these little bear counters here, and I have these little paper plates, and I have sticker dots on them from numbers 1 through 5. And so the child would take the bears and put the matching bears on top of each of these. So it teaches number quantity, also teaches color sorting, and one-to-one correspondence as they place one bear on top of one dot. So this is what I have today for math, for numbers. And I usually try to have different activities based on the things that we're learning for the year. And I will show you our standards at the end of the video here. So that is numbers. Then we have phonics. So for phonics, we try to have some type of literacy activity that she does. And I also read to her. I read her a fiction and a non-fiction book. Here we have That's Not My Meerkat and Animal Babies. And then we have an old bingo game that I repurposed. And basically, I went ahead and I cut out some of the older mats of this bingo game, and I made it into a matching game. Cake, cake, chair, chair. So she's learning the vocabulary, she's matching, visual discrimination, and also in the same session I will go over the letter sounds. Fox, car, buck, and so on. So that's the language activity, the literacy activity that I have for the day. Very simple. And again, guys, I have all of the activities set out in bins already. So all I have to do is go into, for example, my literacy bin and get an activity out. Go into my math bin and get an activity out. Everything is set out. So here, another bin that we have here is life skills. And here we have different activities that focus on pouring, scooping, spooning, cleaning little items. Is Montessori inspired. Today she's doing a sorting activity in which she matches socks. This is a life skill activity, as I call it. These are life skill activities. And so they learn different things about life and about their daily living. She goes on and matches, and it's good visual discrimination practice. Life skills. Then we have logic, and I am so big on logic with kids. I have to have a logic bin because I think problem solving and critical thinking are just crucial. So here we have a little activity with blocks, and I have laminated and put these little puzzle pieces on there, and I'll put a link on the description box if you're interested in getting it for free from my blog. Basically, using these blocks, she will put these together, and this is good for fine motor skills as well. And she needs to figure out how it goes. Does it go like this? Does it go like this? Does this go together? No. These frog goes together. Yes. She goes on and on, making the little animals. So it's a fun, hands-on way to do puzzles. Up here in this bin is a miscellaneous bin. I don't have it labeled because I have different hands-on activities that I put in there. And here we have, these are actually supposed to be in here. I guess she was already going through stuff. This is a laminated mat that I made. Got the pictures from the internet. And then I got these from a little kitchen set that we had already. And then she does matching. Cup, knife, spoon, and so on. And this teaches her the names of these eating utensils, and also good for matching skills. Okay, then we'll put this back here. Lastly, we have our pre-writing. In here, I try to have fine motor activities. I try to have activities that develop the hands. Today we have coloring. And so I have this little container with her name on it, and I have some oval crayons and some crayons for her, and a little pencil. And then I have a little coloring page for her today. Got it from coloringpageskids.com. And then she'll just color this dog as she wants. And I try to encourage a lot of coloring, a lot of holding, writing utensils so that the little hands are starting to be developed for writing. Yesterday she did this little plate and she was coloring it in. Simple little things like this kids love. And that's a sticker book, Barbie sticker book. So I just try to have different things that develop the hands. I also have fine motor skills activities in here that help develop fine motor skills through pincer grasp. And a lot of the activities that I have here, guys, I have them on my blog. I have them photographed by different categories so you can get ideas. I'll post a link on the description box where you can see all of the different activities that I have by categories. Up here, I have a little bookshelf with her board books, and she can feel free to grab board books and go over there and look through them. Here's a little basket with the all done stars. So when she's done, I do encourage her to put a little star on it so that she knows she's done with it. And it kind of encourages her and motivates her to finish all of her bins. She doesn't do this independently yet. She works with me. And this takes about 45 minutes to an hour a day, everything that you just saw. We also read Mother Goose to her. So I pick a couple of poems from here and I read them to her. She loves Mother Goose. Other resources that we use, quickly want to show you because this video is getting a little long. I use What Your Preschooler Needs to Know. So today I have a little sticky tab on what I'm going to be reading. So I'll be reading The Little Red Hen today to her. I do a lot of read alouds from this book. This book has songs, stories, it has history, science, all types of different subjects, poems, and I pick different things to read from here. And this should last us a while. This should last us until she's like 3 or 4 years old to go through it. Another resource that I want to mention is Slow and Steady Get Me Ready, and this is 260 weekly developmental activities from birth to age 5. And this book shows you hands-on activities to do with children to help the child develop different things. So for example, for 2-year-olds, they develop knowledge of different shapes, skill in matching, memory recall, awareness of similarities and differences, and understanding of obedience and responsibility, vocabulary and language enrichment, simple problem solving, simple fine and gross motor skills, and confidence and independence. And for each age, they have different targets that they have. And this is a book that shows you different activities that you can do with items from around your home that you can easily make. I don't do this every single week, but I try to at least do one a week from here because they are weekly activities, so you just do one a week. And they are great. They really do, and they teach you and they show you what the activity develops and how to create it. I'm going to show you where you can get this book for free, guys. There is a place online where you can get it for free. And I'll post a link on the description box. A lot of you guys have asked me about my Toddler Standards. I develop standards every year for my children, for both of my children. For my kindergarten student, I already have the standards set out that my state has mandated, but I also include more. For my toddler, I have created my own standards, and I have gotten a lot of ideas from the World Book, and I'll post a link in the description box about the World Book. But I have created my own standards list here, and it goes by different categories. So for example here, size, understand big and small, understand long and short, understand small, medium, and large. So when I do her hands-on activities over there for math, for example, I will put activities that will focus on these concepts. And this keeps me on track, because then the activities are meaningful. Then the activities that I am doing are meeting a specific goal. And that is very important to me, that I'm not just putting activities out there, but that the activities are actually meeting goals. Then, like I said, I have different categories here: colors and shapes, recognizes and names primary colors, and so on, reading and vocabulary. And then I have the dates assessed. I do assess her. I haven't started this year yet, but I do assess her. By doing the hands-on activities, I can see if she has mastered the concept or not. And I will put the date in when she got assessed here. And position and direction, time, understand today, tomorrow, yesterday, understand morning, afternoon, and night, knows age and birthday, tells time by the hour. And these are toddler standards, so this can be for children 2 to 4 years old. So these standards will go on for me for the next year as well. Logic, sequence simple event cards, complete puzzles 5 to 12 pieces, understand which one does not belong in a set. And then here in the back, I have standards that I can write in that I want to focus on as well, extra standards. And so these standards, like I said, guys, I have developed on my own, and I have gotten some ideas from the World Book, in which I will link in the description box. I think I have shared with you a basic overview of how we teach our toddler at home. I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and I hope that you guys get motivated to start teaching those little ones at home. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video. Bye.